Keep California cowgirls from vanishing.
Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator.
Sadie practices over the haunches with an ATV mechanical cow simulator.
Pulling slack. And Susie's coming my way because she feels the pressure behind her horns.
Katie on Semi rates and mirrors mini zebu heifer Seela's movements.
Today is our introduction of Seela to Semi. We already introduced Seela to Eve and Eve to Seela in our last show, where we said we were preparing heifer Seela to do cow work practice with my Morgans. We're going to do it individually with Semi and Sadie. Then we'll probably bring a couple horses in with her and maybe bring Susie in too, so that we can do some turn back and encourage Seela to move the way we want her to move in order to give my horses practice in rating, mirroring, and turning the cows. Then we're going to try to have some fun sorting and penning them, even though we only have a few cows. Now, 570 shows ago, I did a very similar desensitization video where I was desensitizing my 3 Morgans to Susie. Seela wasn't born. So now it's Seela's turn. She's about 3/4 the size of Susie. Her horns are just now starting to come out. We've been working with Semi on being able to quickly move her 5 body parts. We've got her on the other side of my arena, which is cut in half with my portable panels that are on wheels. We want to be able to quickly move her hips, her shoulders, her ribs. We want to be able to quickly do a 1 rein stop, and we want to be able to quickly get her to collect, that is, break at the pole. All of those 5 body parts in the right position give you a much better control over the horse. Now, we really don't expect Semi to be upset, but I'm on foot today with my arm extension here in case there's any trouble, because of course safety is number 1 for both Seela and Semi. I don't want either of them to try to kick either of them. Susie and Rusty came to visit in our back gate here, and then they kind of got bored and meandered on back to graze. Seela is moving. She's moving pretty nice. Semi knows that her job around a cow is to rate it, mirror it, turn it, even rope it, depending upon what the rider is asking for. Cutting it out of a herd is her job. If we just put the reins down on the neck and say, go for it. You make the judgment calls. You move over your haunches to keep that cow from getting back to the herd, which we've done a lot of practice using our mechanical cows. Seela is just working fine. I like that. Okay, so Katie, if you have any question that Semi's getting agitated, you let me know. I just want Semi to do what she's doing and Seela to do what she's doing. There was a time years ago where we did this with Susie and Sadie, when Sadie was a youngster too. She was only about 2.5 or 3. And Sadie did kick out at Susie and almost hurt her, but fortunately she wasn't that close. And Sadie was being ridden by Rosie, who was a very good rider, but wasn't real used to doing hind end disengagements and over the haunches. And so that's why we've been practicing those maneuvers quite a bit. If you feel those hips going towards Seela, it might happen in a split second. You've got to look back at that hip and move it over. Disengage those back legs so that they can't kick, can't rear, can't bolt. Now my horses, from my experience, love doing this kind of work. I don't see any agitation in Sem. Do you feel any?
No.
And Semi knows. She says, wait a minute, this thing is going around and around and around. Right now she's just rating it. Rating means she's following Seela. And I brought my arm extension out here thinking I was going to have to encourage Seela to move, but you can see that she kind of knows what her job is. I'm staying in the middle so that if I am needed for safety reasons, I'm as close as I can be to any edge. And I don't want to get Seela upset either, so we're not going to make this a real long session. But here's what I'd like you to try to do as the next small step. Put yourself in position so that when Seela switches direction, Semi switches direction over her haunches.
Okay.
And that's mirroring and leading toward cutting. But we stopped the camera for a moment because Seela tried to get through the panel. She's still so little, she saw that opening as a way out. And a cow will almost always go to the way out. So we opened the panels. And while we were at it, we brought Susie into the arena. Now Susie did this 570 programs ago. Maybe she'll give Seela a little bit of security. We'll see. We don't want to get Semi too riled up. But we did a lot of rating of Seela as she was running around this arena. We're going to see now if Katie can get Semi to do some over the haunches work. And we're not sure if Seela will keep running around because now her mom is here. We don't know what this pattern is going to be, and you know, that's what makes cow work so interesting, so challenging. You've got the horse, you've got the cow, you've got the rider, all of which are dynamic. We're just trying to get Semi to realize that her job right now is to turn over her haunches when Seela does. Now go head on head and over the haunches. Right now, if you can, back. This is like the cable cow, only it's a real cow running the fence. Eventually we're going to do this out in the pasture too, not just in an arena. This is ranch horse versatility doing cow work. And I'm going to leave it up to Katie to walk towards Seela and then try to mirror her movements. And if Seela's not moving, you just walk towards her until she starts moving. There she goes. She's about to move. Good. Yes, good, good. Just keep turning her over the haunches. That's so important for cow work. Yeah. Yeah, she's not intimidated by me at all. Walk towards her. Yeah. Her poop is getting soft, so she's getting a bit agitated. When they do get stressed, they get scours. There, over the haunches, good. Doesn't matter how far away. The idea is mirroring that movement. Good exercise. Good, go with her at any distance, go with her, good. Over the haunches, back. Perfect. She's got two cows in front of her. Let's see what she does. We've got to let her understand. Make her understand that Seela is her cow to mirror. Good. This is very good. This is herd work. Go towards her hip. We'll make her go forward. Okay, over the haunches. Good. Very nice. I'd say another turn or two. There you go. Can you go with her? Can you mirror that movement? Doesn't matter how far away. Just mirror that movement. Try to back her. Backing her will also set her up for that haunches power. Good. Good. Yes, that's the exercise. Walk towards her hip, towards Seela's hip. She'll go forward. Back off with Sam. You walk towards her hips. She'll move forward. If you walk towards her head, she's likely to turn direction. She's finding security amongst all of these tools. Okay, we're going to try to stop now, but on a note of resolution. Seela's standing, Semi standing. We're going to try to push Seela out of that corner. Good. We're going to try to mirror her movement without getting stress. That's good. All right, stop her. And you know, that's good enough. Let's just call that our note of resolution.
Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Semi, Rusty and Susie, heifer calf Seela. For more information, www.cowgirlchannel.com.